Hey guys, what's going on? Dark Awesome here with another YouTube video. This one I was experimenting around and I discovered something interesting that I'd like to share with you guys. I'm here in my currently empty test world. I don't know why, some YouTubers just like keep the same test world and use it over and over again, but I like to just have a fresh start. Probably because I work with so many explosives. Yeah, you can see it remains of a TNT cannon back there. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today, I discovered a new bud switch and possibly a new hidden input. So, well, with that, let's get right onto it then. So, most of you probably know by now that item frames actually generate a redstone signal if used with a comparator. You can see the signals going up over there. It might be kind of hard to see, but it is. Yeah, and this can be used for combination locks and stuff like that all the time. But I discovered another use for it. Well, first things first, I discovered something interesting. I was playing around and I learned that you can actually have two separate inputs on the same block simply by doing something like this. You can see that if you put two comparators on one side of the block and then two of these on the other side, they end up they end basically the comparator measures whatever item frame is opposite to it. So, you see that going up there, and then this goes like that. You can see so you can have two individual inputs. Might make it a bit more compact, although a bit more exposed, albeit you'd have to either do something like that or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's up to you guys. Do what you want with this. I'm just showing it to you. Yes, you might have noticed I also upgraded to a resource pack so that I can better work with redstone. But I... Sorry about that. Got distracted for a moment. Alright, but I discovered something even better. A bud switch that I don't think anyone's ever, messed with before. It's really useful and stuff. For those of you who don't know what a bud switch is, it's something along the lines of, the piston should get an update, except it doesn't know it's powered, and so it doesn't actually. So it basically it's the simplest one I know, something like this. It's just piston, redstone, with a space in between it, so that piston's still powered by that redstone, except it needs an update to realize it. So, if you were to take away that redstone, that'll stay the same until it gets an update, say, like, by placing a block next to it, or with a string on top of it or something. And, so that's the basic idea, but most of them are using pistons. I've seen a few designs that don't use pistons. Well, I've come up with another one that, in my opinion, is more useful because you can have an entire line of redstone that is on until it gets an update. So basically, you build it like this. You set your output to whatever. You don't have to have all this stuff. You don't have to have all that, but you set your line to, whatever power output you want, and then what you do is you carefully place a block on the space between the item frame itself and the side of the block so that it does something like that. Then you simply wait for the item frame to pop off, and now you can take out that block, and you see this remains powered even though there should technically be nothing powering it. Yeah, so this remains powered even though there's nothing powered. There's not a torch underneath or anything like that. It shouldn't be powered at all, and yet it is. And the only way you can even place blocks all over this whole line, and it'll still not because this entire line is being powered by this one comparator, and well so the line is still actually powered, but this thing isn't, even though it should be. Even though it I'm making this too confusing for you guys. Basically, this line is powered, you can touch it all you want, it won't change. But as soon as you give an update to this, you can even touch this block, it won't change. As long as you don't break that block, you can do anything around here, as long as it doesn't give this block here an update. One of my favorite things is, say you have a wall like this. Well then, guess what? Now you have a hidden input. Just put down an item frame, put a spectral arrow in, and boom, it's updated. And like, I mean, it doesn't have to be a spectral arrow. You get the idea. It could be any item, and it will like not realize it until it actually does it. The only downside is that since there's not a way to give it a power of 0 through this wall, the only other way I can think of is if you, say, took a lever or something. Hold on, let me try that then. Just power it on up and then lock. Yeah, sometimes it takes a bit, but it always happens. Yep, there it goes. Okay. Then, if you put a lever here, it doesn't change anything. However, as soon as I flick it on and off again, oop, it's off. Interesting. So then let me just try that once more. So you set it up how you want it, you put the block in the item frame, wait for it to pop out. Then you simply place something there and then change its power and suddenly it's off again. I don't know, I find it pretty cool. I think there could be some good uses for it. This is just meant to be a quick little video, so yeah, that's all guys. If you come up with anything with this, send me a link to it, like tweet me or whatever on the Twitters. I will have my I'll have a link to it down in the description if I can figure out how. I'm still new to Twitter and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Here, have an explosion, I guess. Wait. Well, see you later, guys.